This is Yo TV. Good morning and welcome to 2ASIDE Sport live on Yo TV. It has been a long wait. After 75 days, the English Premier League is finally back. Don't forget to keep liking, subscribing and leaving your comments, questions and views below under the comment section. Before I go into the thick of the action, a short break will do. Welcome back to Yo TV, 2ASIDE Sports Show. I am Tajuddin Toib and I have in the studio with me
Malik Muslima. It's a pleasure to be here.
Alright, Malik Muslima, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
The 2022-2023 season is here and we had a lot of actions during the weekend. But today we'll be discussing some topical issues across the world of sports. England actually had matches at the weekend starting from Friday, 5th August 2022 till Sunday. And we had some matches in the Bundesliga and also the League One. What are your expectations for the new season?
I think it's going to be a very interesting season. I mean, coming off the back of the fantastic season we had last time, where the league had to go to the wire. It was 1 point separating the first and second position till the last day. So I think it's going to be quite interesting, very interesting across all leagues, the La Liga, the Serie A, the Premier League and the Bundesliga. I think we're going to have a very interesting season.
Fantastic point there. Manchester City will be looking to win the league for the third time in a row. Do you feel it's actually very possible for Manchester City to retain the title, or you feel Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea can actually spring up a surprise?
I mean, it's not, we can't look past them to retain the league title. They'll be looking to do it 5 times out of 6 seasons. So I think they'll be looking to do it and they have the firepower, they have what it takes to do it. But they're going to have stiff competition coming from Liverpool, just like last season where we saw the 2 teams going head to head until the last day. I think that's what we're going to have this season. The title is going to be between these 2 teams and the other teams are just going to battle for the remaining spots in the top 4.
All right, we have in the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid are the defending champion. But we have Barcelona. Barcelona has been signing a lot of players, buying in and no selling for now. Do you feel Barcelona can actually beat Real Madrid to the title?
I think Barca has what it takes to win the title. I think they are also very clear favourites to win the league, besides Real Madrid. But that's not to write off Real Madrid. I mean, they're defending champions. They are champions of the Champions League. So I think they're going to do well to retain their title. But that's not to look past Barcelona at all. Barcelona will do well to win this title.
Any shout for Atletico Madrid?
No, I don't think Atletico Madrid are going to do well this season. I mean, they lost Luis Suarez. They've lost some key players. So I think it's just going to be between the top dogs, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Let's not forget that Barca has a lot of players coming in. I mean, they have Lewandowski, they have Dembele, they have so many signings. So I think they're going to do well to win the title.
The Serie A has been pretty interesting over the years. We had AC Milan are the current champion of the Italia Serie A. Now we still have Inter Milan in the running. We have Juventus. Juventus is a traditional team. Likewise, Inter and AC Milan too. And we have Roma and Napoli, Lazio, all in the running for the title. Do you feel AC Milan can defend their title, or Juventus and Inter can come in?
I think it's going to be a very interesting one. I feel like the Serie A has been the most interesting league for the past 3 seasons, and I think it's going to continue. We have a lot of competition in that league. We see AS Roma, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Napoli, Juve themselves. So I think it's very interesting to see that teams have stepped up and, taken the challenge to Juventus, stop them from winning it back-to-back. I think we're still going to have the same thing this season, and the title is probably going to be between the Milan teams, AC Milan and Inter Milan. But if I'm to choose who will win the title, I think it's going to be AC Milan again.
AC Milan to retain the title?
Yes.
Wow, fantastic one there. Now moving on, the German Bundesliga. Bayern Munich has been winning Bundesliga for God knows how long now. And we have Borussia Dortmund losing players left and right. Now, do you feel Borussia Dortmund can actually catch up with Bayern Munich, or you feel Bayern will still continue with their unbeaten run?
I mean, I want to give Borussia Dortmund the benefit of the doubt. I want them to win the league so bad. But I mean, Bayern is Bayern. We saw what they did in their last match. It was 5-0 at some point at halftime. And I think, contrary to opinions that they lost Lewandowski and they'll probably not do a lot, we saw Mane come into the team, and we've seen them continue from where they stopped last season. So unfortunately for the other teams, I think Bayern is still going to retain their title. Dortmund will probably give them a fight, Leipzig at some point, but they are not very consistent. So I think Bayern will go on to retain the title.
All right, Bayern to win the German Bundesliga. Now moving on, we have the League One. Basically about PSG with Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. Short one.
Short and simple. I think PSG is still going to win the title. I mean, there's just too much talent in that team. They lost Gini Wijnaldum, but I think there's still so much firepower in that team, and I think they'll go on to retain the title regardless.
PSG to win the French Ligue 1.
PSG to win the French Ligue 1.
Okay, fantastic.
Hexagon for Paris.
We have the issue of the English Premier League top 4. Before now, it has been top 4, but lately, of recent, probably 2-3 seasons ago, we now have a traditional top 6 side. Now, we actually narrow our argument down to top 4. Who do you feel will probably finish in the top 4, knowing fully well that we are still going to have either Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham, or Chelsea in the top 5 and 6 positions?
Like I said, I think the title is going to be between two teams that fought for it last season, Liverpool and Manchester City, and it's left for the remaining 4 teams to battle for the 2 spots in the top 4. I think we're going to have Chelsea and Tottenham finish in 3rd and 4th. I don't know how, but I think those teams are going to finish in top 4. And yeah, other teams can surprise me, Arsenal, Manchester United, but fortunately I feel like they wouldn't make it into the top 4 this season.
Okay, so Manchester United and Arsenal will not be making the top 4. Well, fantastic there. But to me, I feel Arsenal can actually have a shout in the top 4. And probably Tottenham. I don't see Chelsea making the top 4 this season. That's my opinion.
Has that trophy in his hand and he deserves to have it in his hand.
Well, in the final minutes of the final day in a brilliant title race, mission accomplished.
To the transfer market, the business of football, done deals. We have Lewandowski moving from Bayern to Barcelona, and we have Sadio Mane moving from Liverpool to Bayern as well. So players has been changing hands, money has been changing hands between clubs, and we have players moving from one place to another. So your thoughts on Lewandowski moving from Bayern to Barcelona? How good is the deal for Barcelona?
I mean, fantastic deal for Barcelona. They have so much talent in that attacking position, and I think they are spoils for choice. Like some people say, they want to allow some of their players go. I think it's a very good deal for them to get Lewandowski, and I think it's going to come good for them. Maybe not score as much goals as he has done in the past few years for Bayern, but I think he's going to score a lot of goals. We saw it in the last game; he scored goals. So I think, yeah, it's going to come good for Barcelona and for Lewandowski as well.
Good one for Barcelona. All right, the Senegalese moving from Liverpool to Bayern. Well, a bad deal for Liverpool or a good deal for Liverpool? Losing Sadio Mane to Bayern.
Well,
how impressive will Sadio Mane be in Bayern?
I mean, Liverpool are always going to feel like they've lost one of their best players because Sadio Mane is a very good striker, a very good player. So, I mean, Liverpool feel like they've lost one of their best players. But it's left for players like Mohamed Salah to step up. I mean, the World Cup is coming and he's not going to the World Cup. So this is his opportunity to step up and show that, you know, without Sadio Mane, he can do well as well. So I think regardless, Liverpool will come off good, and it's a good deal for both Sadio Mane and Liverpool as well in the long run.
All right. Gabriel Jesus moving from Manchester City to the Arsenal.
I think it's a very good one for Arsenal. I feel like they got the best out of that deal. I mean, getting Gabriel Jesus, but I feel like even though Jesus didn't really perform as we all expected in the first game of the season, I think it's going to come good for Arsenal and probably be amongst the top scorers in the EPL this season.
All right, fantastic one there. Alan moving to Manchester City.
Fantastic one for City. I mean, when we heard the news, we were all surprised because we thought it was going to be between Real Madrid or PSG or some other teams. But I think it's a very good one for Manchester City. And yeah, they have firepower in front. Even though they lost Raheem Sterling, they got Haaland. So fantastic deal for Manchester City.
Wow, fantastic there. A controversial one between clubs that on Rafinha, the Brazilian. Rafinha is finally with Barcelona. We know how other teams struggle to get his signature. Now, Rafinha and Deco finally agreed to Barcelona deal. Do you feel Barcelona have a better player in Rafinha, or you feel he's actually overhyped?
I mean, he started off really well. The first game of the season proved it has wrong, I would say. I mean, done well so far. So I think he's done well. We saw him in preseason. He was really great. And if he stays injury-free, I think he'll be a force to reckon with Dembele and Lewandowski as well.
All right, good one there. For possible deals, do you see Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang moving to Chelsea?
It depends now on what Xavi decides to do with the Barca team. I think he needs to talk to Xavi, try to understand what he wants for the team. And if Xavi decides that, it's not in the picture, it's not in his plans, then I think it's just best for him to move to Chelsea to have playing time. But who says he can't, start ahead of Lewandowski? If anything happens, Lewandowski goes injured or, something happens, he'll probably get to start.
All right. So probably you see Alba moving to Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. I see it. I see him going to Chelsea.
That's a fantastic one there. Tielemans moving to Arsenal.
I think it's a good one for Arsenal. They've done well so far in the transfer window. So I think if they manage to get Tielemans, it will also be a very good addition for them. We saw the last game where they had, so many defaults. So I think they need some other players to complement that team. And I think if they get him, it will be a good one for them.
We have some matches played over the weekend, but we'll just be talking on field. We have Arsenal defeating Crystal Palace by 2-0. Your take?
I think Arsenal started like a house on fire. People expected Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko. They started really well, but I think they fizzled out of that game and Crystal Palace took the game to them. At some point, Crystal Palace were ahead in that game and I felt like Crystal Palace should have scored if they converted their chances. But, Arsenal did well to get the one goal they needed to make sure that they sealed that point. And yeah, it ended 2-0 to them. So, fantastic one for Arsenal.
Manchester United losing yet again against Brighton and Hove Albion. Wow, this is like the second time running. Manchester United will be losing to the same team. They lost to 4-0 last season. It was a dumpy, but this time around it was just 1-2.
I mean, it just seems like Brighton has Manchester United's password at this point because they didn't do well. It was very disappointing for Manchester United. And to be fair, a lot of people expected it. But like I said, I think it's going to be a rebuilding phase for Ten Hag. He needs to know that team. He needs to, he needs time to build that team. And I think, give them a couple of time. I don't expect them to finish in the top 4. So hopefully they get it right and, they give Ten Hag the time he needs to rebuild the team.
All right, good one here. Chelsea struggled to grind out results against Everton. They actually won on penalty. They go to 0.
Yeah, it was always going to be difficult against Everton, regardless of the fact that Everton didn't do so well last season. They are a very difficult side to play against. So I think it was always going to be difficult for Chelsea. And we all accept or acknowledge the fact that Chelsea still needs a lot of signings in that team. But yeah, good, they managed to get the results. I mean, good teams manage to grind out results no matter the circumstances.
All right, good one there. Liverpool 2-2 against Fulham.
I think Liverpool struggled in that game and we've seen previous results against Fulham. It was never going to be easy. But I think, they did well to get the draw and hopefully in the coming games, they managed to win their games.
All right, the defending champion had won over, at the weekend, 2-0.
Yeah, Manchester City.
West Ham, right?
They did well to get the win and it was never in doubt that they were going to get the win.
Commonwealth Games started on the 27th of July and ended on the 8th of August, with Team Nigeria finishing in the 7th position with about 35 medals to their ranks. And Australia finished first on the table, and we have England coming close second, Canada third. But focus on Team Nigeria. Alima, How excited are you seeing our own team, doing very well on the global scene?
I mean, super excited for the Nigerian team. First in Africa, which is no small feat, seventh in the world. So I think they did amazing. 35 medals in total, 12 gold medals. So amazing for them, amazing for Toby Amusan. She continues to improve on her records. I mean, world record last week, and she did amazingly well. So fantastic one for the Nigerian team.
Is there any cause for worry for our male athletes?
I don't think it's a cause for worry per se. I just think the women team have been exceptional. We've seen lots of world record. Ese Brume as well got a world record and managed to jump 7 feet. So I think really amazing for them, and hopefully we can see them do more.
Yeah, for the weekend games, we have Arsenal up against Leicester City, Lima.
I think it's going to be a very difficult game. I mean, both teams coming off wins, so I think it's going to be a very difficult game. I think Arsenal is going to nick that one.
All right, Arsenal to win. Predictions on the game. Scoreline.
Probably 2-1. I think it's going to end 2-1 for Arsenal.
2-1 in favor of Arsenal. Well, great. Bournemouth will be up against Manchester City.
City to win. City. I think Bournemouth is going to score though, but I think City is going to win that one. Probably 3-1 for City.
All right, Brentford up against struggling Manchester United.
Very difficult game. Very difficult game. Brentford are also a team that has, given Manchester United troubles in the past. But hopefully Manchester United get their first win. They wouldn't want to let their fans down. So I think they're going to get a win in that one.
Liverpool coming up against Crystal Palace after coming from the game. They actually drew 2-2.
I mean, they drew the last one, so I think they wouldn't want to give their fans cause to worry anymore. So I think they will definitely win this game.
All right, so we have Chelsea, the London derby, up against Spurs.
Very big game, biggest game in the of the weekend. I think both teams are probably going to score, but just for the fact that Chelsea is at home, I think I'll give it to Chelsea.
Well,
3-2.
Alema is calling Chelsea to win. Well, I will be opposing her. I feel Tottenham will win that by 2-1. For the Spanish La Liga, we have games this weekend. We'll see Osasuna facing up against Sevilla.
I think it's going to be a very easy one for Sevilla. I don't know. I feel like they're going to win that particular game.
Osasuna will be playing at home though.
Yeah, regardless, I think Sevilla is going to get an away win.
Almeria will be home to Real Madrid.
Should be easy for Real Madrid. I mean, I think they are going to, regardless of the fact that they are going away, I think Real are going to get a win in that game.
Barcelona will be playing host to Rayo Vallecano.
Barca to win. Coming off the back of that emphatic win they had the last time, I think Barcelona are going to get a win.
All right, we have Atletico de Madrid will be going away to face Getafe.
Getafe have proven to, cause trouble for Atletico Madrid in the past, but I think Atletico Madrid are going to come off with probably a win, a 1-0 win, as usual.
All right, for the French League 1, we'll be having Monaco playing host to Rennes.
I think Monaco are going to get a win there, or it's going to be a draw. I think for some reason, I think Rennes are going to cause problems for Monaco.
Okay, so Rennes to do damage against Monaco.
Yeah.
We'll be having PSG playing host to Montpellier.
I feel like PSG coming off the back of that win that they had, they're definitely going to win that game.
Okay, we have Brest playing host to Marseille.
I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a draw for both teams. 2-2. I think that game is going to end.
Lorient at home against Lyon.
Lyon to win, even though I think it's going to be a very difficult game.
German Bundesliga will be having Bayern up against Wolfsburg.
Bayern is going to continue with their winning streak. Bayern to win.
All right, Bayern to win against Wolfsburg. Okay, we'll be having Freiburg at home playing host to Borussia Dortmund.
I think Dortmund are going to come off with an away win, so Dortmund to win.
RB Leipzig will be playing against Cologne.
I think Leipzig is going to win that game. Leipzig to win.
The Italia Serie A, Juventus will be playing at home against Sassuolo.
I don't know why. For some reason, I think Sassuolo are going to cause problems for Juve. So I think it's probably going to end in a draw.
AC Milan up against Udinese.
I think AC Milan are going to win.
Salernitana will be playing at home against AS Roma.
I think it's going to be a very difficult game for AS Roma away from home to Salernitana. They've proven that they can cause problems. So I think, but I still think AS Roma are going to win.
Elche will be at home against International Milan.
I think Inter Milan are going to win away from home.
Inter Milan to win.
It's a wrap on this week's edition of 2ASIDE Sports Show on YoTV. Don't forget to keep liking, subscribing, and of course, you can drop your comments, observations, view under the comment section. I am your host, Tajuddin Toib. See you again next week. Go with the flow, flow with you.